Kamusta po mga kabayan? Ito ang Patrol Abroad. Binatikos ng mga UP alumni na nasa British Columbia ang pabago-bagong immigration policies ng Canada na anilay nagdudulot ng agam-agam at kahirapan sa libo-libong mga Pinoy migrant workers, mga international students at kanilang pamilya. Kasabay nito, iniharap nila ang kanilang mga rekomendasyon para maprotektahan ang mga temporary residents na naririto na sa Canada. Report mula kay Rowena Papasik.
Brought together, health workers,
Libo-libong temporary foreign workers at international students ang patuloy na naliligalig dahil walang katiyakan ang pananatili nila sa Canada. Sinabi ng community leader na si Annette Beach na sa lugar nila sa Victoria, BC, nawawalan na ng pag-asa ang 27 TFW na napasok kamakailan ang work permit at 6 sa mga ito ang nagpasya na lang na umuwi.
The rest, they're already trying to give up already because they said it's already hopeless to fight. Although I'm trying my best, I'm actually reaching out to employers and see if they could help. But I already met a few employers, but they don't have LMIA. That's the problem.
Pero hindi lang ang mga TFW sa Victoria ang namumroblema sa estado nila sa Canada. Upang makatulong sa ilang mga temporary residents, nagdaos ng konsultasyon ang UP Alumni Association of BC sa ilalim ng kanilang Tulay at Gabay Initiative. Idiniin ni Stephen Andrada, presidente ng UP-AABC, na hindi makatarungan na masadlak sa pag-aalanganin ang mga Pilipinong ito dahil sa pabago-bagong palisiya ng Canada.
They came to Canada with information from immigration that there is this opportunity, that's why they're here. So they came here as an international student, they came here as a migrant worker, they came here as a caregiver in the understanding that potentially they will have a means to stay or be supported to stay, considering that they're contributing to Canada. But pagdating nila dito or when they came here, then this policy changes. It's very inconsiderate.
Mula sa survey na binahaginan ng mahigit na 100 temporary residents noong June 14 hanggang October 25, 2025, na pagtibay ng tulay at gabay ang ilang mga rekomendasyon para maprotektahan ang mga temporary residents. Kabilang dito ang pagtitiyak ng Canada na labor demand sa bawat probinsya sa halip na politika ang magiging batayan sa pagtatakda ng immigration targets. Ang pagkakaloob ng flexible temporary PR pathway para sa mga graduate na nagtatrabaho na sa mga in-demand sectors, ang otomatikong extension ng work permit ng mga individual na naapektuhan ng mga pagbabago sa immigration policies, at ang mas mabilis na pagpoproseso ng mga work permit at PR application. Nangako ang ilang federal lawmakers na dumalo sa pagtitipon ng tulay at gabay na ihahatid nila ang mga rekomendasyon nito sa Ottawa.
Alam naman natin sa community natin, ang laking sacrifice pagpunta lang dito. And by sacrifice, not just time, energy, and effort, but resources. And even expectations from our families in the Philippines. So just imagine somebody who had invested that much amount of money, providing just that hope of, making their lives better, and then being told that, okay, there's no more room for you or pathway for you. How do you even navigate that? How do you even accept that?
Hopefully, the government will be listening if the UPABC were actually sending this, right? And hopefully they will see the outcome of what these people are actually wanting it. And my own opinion is they should actually give them, they should close the open permit and allow these people to stay and work. Because sooner or later, we still need, once they open another program, they still need workers to come.
Sa panig naman ng Pinoy Pride Vancouver, pinuna ng grupo na hindi kasama sa What We Heard report ng Tulay at Gabay ang tinig ng LGBTQ community.
LGBTQ plus Filipino migrants are overrepresented in care and service sectors. Yet, we remain unnamed in the current project framing. Without intentional inclusion, our experiences will remain invisible. All in all, invisibility equals incomplete analysis plus increased vulnerability.
Nababahala naman ang Filipino-Canadian counselor na si Maita Santiago sa sitwasyon sa Canada ng mga temporary residents na nawalan na ng papeles at kanilang mga anak. Ibinahagi ni Santiago na sa kanilang lungsod ng Burnaby, maaari nang maipagpatuloy ang pag-aaral ng mga anak ng mga residenteng nawalan ng status sa mga sanctuary schools dito.
Sa City of Burnaby, last year, yung school district natin nagpasa ng policy na sanctuary schools. So, ibig sabihin, kahit yung magulang ay wala ng immigration status or precarious yung status nila, yung anak nila makakapagpasok pa sa school. So, kinikilala yung karapatan na yon. At ngayon sa city, that's something that I know some community organizations have also reached out to me about. Yung tungkol sa sanctuary city or access without fear policy for us. So yan po yung isang pinag-aaralan at tinitingnan natin.
Samantala ay nilunsad ng Immigration Canada ngayong Marso ang isang minsanang TR to PR pathway. Sa ilalim nito, bibigyan ng PR ang 33,000 na skilled temporary foreign workers na nasa bansa na at nagtatrabaho sa mga in-demand sectors gaya ng healthcare at trades. Pero ayon kina Andrada at Tumeldan, hindi pa rin sapat ang nasabing hakbang.
For example, yung migrant caregivers, care workers, right? Pinaglaban natin yan, so landed status na sila. It took decades, but they pulled the rug from under us. They've been here 10, 20, 30 years. Give them permanent residence. Diretso na yan dapat. Hindi na sila dapat part ng CAPS. They've earned their PR already, for crying out loud. They took care of our families here, our elderly, the most vulnerable, our elderly, our children.
They announced, but there's no guideline. They're making people wait. It's just like creating that hope or false hope, and we don't know. And just imagine that they only are saying they are processing 33,000. But if you look into the numbers, there are almost 2 million people whose status is expiring. So what's the plan with this rest of the people that's not part of that 33,000?
Nakatakdang ilabas ang guidelines ng bagong TR to PR sa April 1st. Mula sa Surrey, British Columbia, ako si Rowena Papasin, ang inyong Patrol Abroad.
At yan po ang latest sa Patrol Abroad. Ako po si Henry Umaga Diaz. Hanggang sa muli.